Namaste everyone. My name is Manu Vyasarao. I have been a student of Dr. Meenakshi Ravi for nearly 30 years, and right now I'm pursuing proficiency in music under Vidwan Yash Shankar. So today we'll be talking about life of Sri Tyagaraja. So I'll be going through a brief history of his life and singing a few compositions of his at relevant times in the presentation. So let's get started. Sri Tyagaraja comes as a culmination of the music of masters. So I'm about to say who really Tyagaraja is. So he comes as a culmination of the music of masters and giants who preceded him, such as Sri Purandaradasa, Bhadrachala Ramadasa, Jayadeva and Narayana Tirtha. Sri Tyagaraja was influenced by the varied excellences of all these masters, and in addition, he brought his own grace and brilliance. Tyagaraja in his childhood learned to sing the songs of Ramadasa and Purandaradasa from his mother, who had a fair knowledge of music. In his musical play Prahallada Bhakti Vijaya, Sri Tyagaraja pays respects to many of his eminent predecessors, and in particular to Bhadrachala Ramadasa, who was intensely devoted to Rama. And again in Prahallada Bhakti Vijayam, he pays his tribute to Sri Purandaradasa, whom he regarded as a guru. Sri Tyagaraja brought into some of his kritis the thoughts and emotions and concepts of Sri Purandaradasa. He says, I ponder in my mind on the greatness of Purandaradasa, who shines in a state of ecstasy, always singing the virtues of Lord Hari, which rescues from ill fate. So now let us look at early life of Sri Tyagaraja. The earliest biography of Sri Tyagaraja was written by his direct disciple Vallajapet Venkataramana Bhagavatar, along with Tanjavur Ramarao. According to some accounts, Venkataramana Bhagavatar was with his master for about 30 years. He is also credited with writing down most of Tyagaraja's kritis that have come down to us. According to one account, Tyagaraja was born in Sarvajit Nama Samvatsara, Chaitra Masa, Shukla Paksha, Saptami, Kataka Lagna, Pushyami Nakshatra, Monday, corresponding to 4th May 1767. The place of his birth was Tiruvarur. Tiruvarur is an ancient town of the Cholas. Tiruvarur has the unique distinction and honor of being the birthplace of Tyagaraja, Muthuswami Dikshitar and Shama Shastri, the grand trinity of Carnatic music tradition. Tyagaraja belonged to the Telugu-speaking Mulukanadu Smartha Brahmin community. Some accounts mention that Giriraja Kavi Brahmam, a scholar well-versed in Sanskrit and poetics, was Tyagaraja's paternal grandfather. Tyagaraja's maternal grandfather was Kalahastaya. He was a Veena player. Tyagaraja in his childhood learned playing Veena from Kalahastaya. Kakarla Rama Brahmam and Sitama are said to be parents of Tyagaraja. They had 3 sons, of whom Tyaga Brahmam was the third. During the younger days of Tyagaraja, Tiruvayyaru was a well-regarded center of learning in Vedas, Sanskrit and music. It is said Tyagaraja had his initial education in Sanskrit in Tiruvayyaru. He seemed to have been a studious and a rather serious-minded boy. He gained sufficient proficiency in Sanskrit. Several of his early songs are completely in Sanskrit. For instance, Namo Namo Raghavaya Anisham in Deshi Todi, said to be his first kriti, and 2 of his plays, Nauka Charitam and Prahallada Bhakti Vijayam, have some shlokas in Sanskrit. All his Telugu songs are replete with Sanskrit words and phrases. The boy Tyagaraja also learned to play on veena from his maternal grandfather, Veena Kalahastaya. After Kalahastaya's death, Tyagaraja found in his box a palm leaf text related to music. Tyagaraja tried to study the text, but he could not make much of it, as many portions of the manuscript were not clear to him. He then approached his Guru Ramakrishnananda, who guided and initiated the boy Tyagaraja into Narada Mantra. Tyagaraja, even as a teenager, was deep into the Bhajana Sampradaya, singing devotional songs in group with great fervor, which was at its height in the Kaveri Delta at that time. Nama Sankirtanam became his devout passion. So we can see the various aspects that really inspired Tyagaraja into being what he was. Sri Tyagaraja vowed to lead a life of voluntary poverty in his later years. In the true traditions of Bhagavatas, he adopted for his livelihood the Uncha Vritti, going out every day around the streets of the town, singing the Lord's songs and receiving handful of rice from householders who might feel like offering. He was intensely committed to avoiding Narastuti. Tyagaraja's actions, guided by his cherished principles and faith, caused him much trouble and misery later in his life, and these incidents, his anguish and prayers to Rama to rescue him, became the subject matter of many of his songs. In appearance, it is said Tyagaraja was a tall, lean man of brown complexion. His shoulders were broad, face stern, jaw fleshy, but a little pointed at the chin. He wore a tulsi mala around his neck, Gopi Chandana Nama on his forehead. He usually was dressed in white, silk-lined dhoti, having a brownish border with carefully made folds. When Tyagaraja was 18 years old in 1785, he was married to Parvati, and when he was 20 years old, his father Rama Brahmam passed away. When he was 23, his wife Parvati passed away. A year later, Tyagaraja married Parvati's sister Kamalamba, and Tyagaraja had a daughter, Sita Mahalakshmi. Now let us see what was Tyagaraja's inspiration towards becoming a Rama Bhakta and eventually becoming a musician. So, the scholars mention that in his childhood, Tyagaraja, when he was about 10 to 12 years of age, he was greatly influenced by a sannyasin named Ramachandrendra Saraswati, who was later renowned as Sri Upanishad Brahmendra Yogin. Sri Ramachandrendra Saraswati, who then resided in Tanjavuru, used to conduct discourses on Ramayana and also lead chorus singing of the devotional songs he composed in praise of Sri Rama. Tanjavuru was just about 13 kilometers away from Tiruvayyaru, where the Tyagaraja family lived. It is said Tyagaraja, along with his father, used to attend the musical discourses and bhajans conducted by Sri Ramachandrendra Saraswati. Ramayana and Rama Bhakti had enormous influence on Sri Tyagaraja, his life and outlook. Sri Tyagaraja, who had a great affinity towards Upanishad Brahmendra, later in his life followed that hallowed tradition. He too, like his idol, lovingly adorned Sri Rama in hundreds of his songs, and he too later in his life took to sannyasa, bringing altogether devotion, music and knowledge to self. All of his mentors had asserted that bhakti was the means to realize the goal of attaining unity with God or Brahman. Besides this, there had arisen in the Kaveri Delta a movement, Bhajana Sampradaya. that firmly believed in the power of sacred name of the Lord, Nama Siddhanta. It asserted the faith that recital of the holy name in loving devotion and giving expression to that through soulful music, Nama Sankirtana, was the most potent means for liberation. Now let us see the musical genius Tyagaraja. Sri Tyagaraja was a many-splendored genius. He was a musician, poet, philosopher, and saint combined in one. In him, music, poetry, and spirituality reside in sublime harmony and find spontaneous expression in every note of his music and every phrase of his poetry. Tyagaraja was a saint, musician, composer, guru, and exemplar of values. While he deserves to be admired for all these qualities, what endears him to most people is his passion for musical perfection. His deep devotion to Rama did not overshadow his natural propensity for perfection in every composition. The invention of Sangati is usually attributed to him, and a mere devotee would not have thought of an invention like the Sangati. Even if he was really not the inventor, he structured his compositions in such a way that they not only facilitated but virtually invited Sangatis from the singer. In his Kritis, there are several references to what affects the quality of music. In Sogasuga Mridanga Talam, he defines what a good Kriti should be like and how it can be made enchanting by aligning it properly with Layam. Sogasuga Mridanga Talamu in Raga Sri Ranjini, set to Rupaka Tala.
Sogasuga Mridanga Talam, Sogasuga Mridanga Talam, Jataguchini ho, 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 Sokaje Dirudevado, Dirudevado, Jataguchini ho, Sogasuga Mridanga Talam, Jataguchini ho, Sokaje Dirudevado, Dirudevado. Nigama Shirotamu Galgina, Nigama Shirotamu Galgina, Nigama Shirotamu Galgina, Nijava Kulato Swarashudamu Rama, Nigama Shirotamu Galgina, Nijava Kulato Swarashudamu ಸೊಕ್ಕಜೆಯು ಧೀರುಡೆವ್ವಡೋ ಧೀರುಡೆವ್ವಡೋ ಯತಿಮಿಶ್ರಮ ಸದ್ಭಕ್ತಿ ವಿರತೀಂದ್ರಾಕ್ಷಾರಸ ನವರಸ ಯತಿಮಿಶ್ರಮ ಸದ್ಭಕ್ತಿ ವಿರತೀಂದ್ರಾಕ್ಷಾರಸ ನವರಸ यूत कृतीचे भजिंचे नवरस यूत कृतीचे भजिंचे नवरस यूत कृतीचे भजिंचे युक्ति त्याग राजुनी तरमा नवरस यूत कृतीचे भजिंचे युक्ति त्याग राजुनी तरमा रामा सुग सुगा मृदंग ताळमु जतरूचिनिनु सोक्कजेयु धीरुडेव्वडो धीरुडेव्वडो
In Swararaga Sudha, he says, what is the pleasure in banging the mridangam without knowing the intricacies of rhythm? In Kaddanuvariki, he lays down these fundamentals of the art of singing, a well-trained voice, perfect shruti, spotless personal character, swarashuddhi, and faithfulness to tradition. As if anticipating the modern trend of over-embellishment with sangatis in Nadasudarasa, he uses the phrase Sarasa Sangati Sandarbhamu. That is to say, a sangati should not only be beautiful but also be emotionally proper and contextually appropriate. Most of Sri Tyagaraja's kritis are in Madhyama Kala. It is interesting to remember that when we communicate with one another, we do so mostly in Madhyama Kala. If we speak in Durita Kala, it would be incomprehensible. If we speak in Chauka Kala, the listener would probably go to sleep. Carnatic music is predominantly Madhyama Kala based systems, though there are kritis, very beautiful kritis in the other two kalas. Out of more than 200 ragas handled by Sri Tyagaraja, in nearly half there is no kriti other than Tyagaraja's. Andolika, Nalina Kanti and Bahudari, which were considered rare in his days, are today instantly recognizable by most listeners thanks to the Draksha Rasa structure of his kritis in these ragas. Some of the other well-known kritis that talks about Tyagaraja's passion for music are Nadaloludai in Kalyana Vasantam, Nadopasana in Begade, Nada Tanumanisham in Chittaranjani, Nada Sudharasam in Arabhi, Swararaga Sudha in Shankarabharanam, and so on and so forth. Now let us listen to a beautiful composition of Sri Tyagaraja in the raga Chittaranjani, set to Aditala. The composition is Nada Tanumanisham.
Nada Tanumanisham, Nada Tanumanisham, Shankaram, Nada Tanumanisham, Shankaram, Nada Tanumanisham, Shankaram, Namami me Manasa Shirasa, Nada Tanumanisham, शङ्करं नमामि मे मनसा शिरसा नाद तनुमनिशम् मोदकरा निगमोतमसाम वेदसारं वारं वारं मोदकरा निगमोतमसाम वेदसारं वारं वारं नादतनुमनिशं शङ्करं नमामि मे मनसा शिरसा नाद तनुमनिशम् सद्यो जातादिपञ्चवक्त्रज सरिगमपदनीवरसप्तस्वर सद्यो जातादिपञ्चवक्त्रज सरिगमपदनीवरसप्तस्वर विद्यालोलं विदलितकालं विमलहृदय त्यागराजपालं विद्यालोलं विदलितकालं विमलहृदय त्यागराजपालं नादतनुमनिशं शङ्करं नमामि मे मनसा शिरसा नाद तनुमनिशम्
Now let us talk about Tyagaraja's Lord Sri Rama. Speaking about Rama Bhakti, Tiruvarur, where Tyagaraja was born, and Tiruvayyaru, where he lived all his life, are both Shiva Kshetras, and there are no Rama temples anywhere nearby or in the surrounding regions. Some therefore wonder how Tyagaraja could develop devotion towards Rama. As we explained, he had idols who praised Lord Rama earlier, but also some wonder, as some wonder how he could develop devotion towards Rama. It is explained that forefathers of Sri Tyagaraja hailed from Kurnool region and were devoted to Sri Rama at Bhadrachalam. Sitamma, who was Tyagaraja's mother, on her marriage brought with her the idol of Sri Rama that resembled Mulavar at Bhadrachalam on the shores of Godavari. Tyagaraja's devotion to Sri Rama was total, but he also describes Rama's individual characteristics such as physical beauty, personal charm, his soft befriending speech, diplomatic shrewdness, and his ruling ability. He even goes to the extent of portraying Rama as the supreme god who assigns duties to the Trinity and cites the 3rd and 6th chapters of Valmiki Ramayana as his authority. Sri Tyagaraja has compositions for every feature or attribute of Lord Sri Rama, as I explained before. So let us look at some of his kritis. Some where he describes physical beauty of Lord Sri Rama are Enta Muddu, Enta Sogaso in Raga Bindu Malini, where he says, who can describe the superb beauty and sweet charm of Rama? Also, we have Sogasu Chuda Tarama, Niga Niga Manuchu Kapola, Yugamuche, Mereyumomu. Is it possible to see such beauty as your face, shining with glossy cheeks, your smiles, your forelocks, and the brilliance of your eyes? Sogasu Chuda Tarama in Raga Kannada Gauda.
ಸೊಗಸು ಚೂಡತರಮ ಸೊಗಸು ಚೂಡತರಮ ನೀ ಸೊಗಸು ಚೂಡತರಮ ನೀ ಸೊಗಸು ಚೂಡತರಮ ನೀ ಸೊಗಸು ಚೂಡತರಮ ನೀ ಸೊಗಸು ಚೂಡ ತರಮಾನಿ ಸೊಗಸು ಜೋಡ 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 ತರಮ ನಿಗ ನಿಗ ಮನುಚೂ ನಿಗ ನಿಗ ಮನುಚೂ ನಿಗ ನಿಗ ಮನುಚು ಕಬೋಲ ನಿಗ ನಿಗ ಮನುಚು ಕಬೋಲ ಯುಗ ಬೋಸೆಯು ಮೆರೆಯು ಮೋಮು ಸೊಗಸು ಚೂಡತರಮ ನಿಗ ನಿಗ ಮನುಚು ಕಬೋಲ ಯುಗ ಬೋಸೆಯು ಮೆರೆಯು ಮೋಮು ಸೊಗಸು ಜೋಡ ತರಮಾನಿ ಸೊಗಸು ಜೋಡ ತರಮಾನಿ ಸೊಗಸು ಜೋಡ ತರಮ చిరునవ్వు ముంగురులో మరి కన్నులతేటో చిరునవ్వు ముంగురులో మరి కన్నులతేటో చిరునవ్వు ముంగురులో మరి కన్నులతేటో వరత్యాగరాజా 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 చితవల్దనీయ ఇటువంటి సొగసు చూడతరమా వరత్యాగరాజా చితవల్దనీయ ఇటువంటి సొగసు చూడ తరమాని సొగసు చూడ తరమాని సొగసు చూడ తరమా.
Sri Tyagaraja's compositions are really not limited to Lord Sri Rama. He has a variety of compositions on a variety of subjects, ranging from Divya Nama Sankirtanam and Utsava Sampradaya songs suited for group singing, musical dance dramas such as Nauka Charitam and Prahalada Bhakti Vijayam, Kirtana, beseeching the Lord for help, kindness and love, and above all, liberation. Songs bursting out in sheer joy and ecstasy, songs in playful mood, mocking Rama in jest and half anger, and there are of course the grand compositions grouped as Pancharatna Kritis, representing the highest form of art music performed in classical concerts. Now let us have a look at the Shishya Parampara of Sri Tyagaraja. Sri Tyagaraja was fortunate to have had around him a line of devoted disciples who were eager to learn. It is said Sri Tyagaraja as a teacher was a strict disciplinarian. He ensured that his students learnt and practiced the right and authentic style of singing his kritis without flawing its text or the grammar and diction of the raga. The music of Sri Tyagaraja has come down to us in three main schools or sampradayas: the Tillai Sthalam, Rama Iyengar, the Umayalpuram brothers Krishna and Sundara Bhagavatars, and the Valajapet Venkataramana Bhagavatar and his son Krishna Swami Bhagavatar Sampradayas. Among the other important disciples of Sri Tyagaraja were Tiruvottiyur Veena Kuppayar, who wrote down many songs of his teacher, and he was also a composer of Varnams and Kritis, and Tanjavuru Ramarao, who served as the manager of Tyagaraja's household and kept notes of his life events. Now coming to the final days of Sri Tyagaraja. Following the path illuminated by his revered predecessors, Sri Tyagaraja, after bathing in Kaveri and performing the usual rites and offering gifts to the needy and to the Brahmins, entered into the order of Sannyasins on 5th January 1847. According to one version, he was initiated into Sannyasa Ashrama by Sri Brahmananda Swami, who offered him ochre robes and renamed him as Nada Brahmananda. Just a few days prior to that event, Tyagaraja in his Kritis, Giripainela and Paritapamu, mentions of Sri Rama's promise to bestow moksha on him. He says, "I did see Sri Rama resting on a mountain top. My whole being shook out of sheer joy. I was thrilled. Tears rolled down from my eyes. I could hardly talk. I just mumbled. Sri Rama told me, in 10 days, I shall grant you moksha. Have you forgotten the promise you made while you were sailing on the Sarayu in a golden boat along with peerless Sita that you would grace me after 10 days? A day after he took sannyasa, that is on 6th January 1847, Wednesday on Pushya Bahula Panchami in Prabhavanama Samvatsara, seated on the banks of Kaveri at Tiruvayaru, Sri Tyagaraja reached Brahmi Bhava and attained Samadhi, merging with Parabrahman, the world. So Tyagaraja's Kritis, as we know, are full of Bhakti Bhava, simple to understand, composed in the sweetest essence of the Raga, and a playground for Manodharma. These attributes inspired many of his contemporaries and successors. They nearly treated him and his Kritis as a path to attain salvation through bhakti. Many Vaggayakaras have composed Kritis in praise of Sri Tyagaraja. This one Kriti is by Sri Mysuru Vasudevacharya, Srimadadi Tyagaraja Guruvaram in Raga Kalyani, set to Rupakatala.
Srimadadi Tyagaraja Guruvaram, Srimadadi Tyagaraja Guruvaram, Namamyaham. Srimadadi Tyagaraja Guruvaram, Namamyaham. Srimadadi Tyagaraja Guruvaram, Namamyaham. Srimadadi Tyagaraja Guruvaram. Bhumija Ramana Charana Kamala Bhajana Durandharam. Bhumija Ramana Charana Kamala Bhajana Durandharam. Bhumija Ramana Charana Kamala Bhajana Durandharam. Srimadadi Tyagaraja Guruvaram. Sakala loka samsevita sangita sahitya sarabharita sulalita pada sammedana samshobhita सकललोक संसेवित संगीत साहित्य सारभरित सुललित पद सम्मेलन संशोभित संकीर्तन सुरजन समुपार्चित सकीर्ति सुरमुनिमन कारुण्य संजात सुज्ञानं सामगानलोल वासुदेव हृदय सुस्थितं सुजन हृदय जलधि चन्द्रममलवंश संजातं सरि निरि पद निध मप मगरि गमनि ददा मगरि निध रि गमनि द निध मग मद गरि निधनि दगिरि निधि दरि नि मद मगरि मगरि निरि दगारि सनि दरि सनि द बदनि सरि अबदनि रि गम बदनि सरि श्रीमदादि त्यागराज गुरुवरं नमाम्यहं श्रीमदादि त्यागराज गुरुवरं
Tyagaraja, as he is celebrated today, let us see in what forms the world is still celebrating Tyagaraja. Tyagaraja's songs and compositions are full of devotion to his god Rama. It is in this context his music and life must be studied. There are hundreds of stories of various miracles that happened in his lifetime that inspired him to write those songs. It is a matter of faith. Keeping with Carnatic tradition, an artist and a listener experience the finer side of music only when they align themselves with this quality of bhakti. And it is this quality of devotion that many were drawn to Tyagaraja and his music. Among many of those was Bangalore Nagaratnamma, a famous musician who hailed from the traditional Devadasi community, who donated all her life savings to resurrect the final resting place of Tyagaraja and build a shrine over it. For the last many decades, thousands of Carnatic music lovers, artists, gurus, audiences thronged to this Samadhi to commemorate Pushya Bahula Panchami. The celebrations begin 5 days earlier with back-to-back concerts that are a form of musical offering. Everyone comes together in a spirit of musical bonhomie and remembers the legacy of Sri Tyagaraja with great reverence. On the final day morning, the idol of Tyagaraja, enshrined in the Samadhi, is offered prayers like a god would in any temple in South India with great rituals. After that, the group singing of 5 of his famous compositions called Pancharatna Kritis is performed. The Pancharatna Kritis are sung together as an offering from musicians and music lovers to the spirit of Tyagaraja. Over the decades, every Carnatic musician worth his salt has participated in this event. They consider it a great honor and a prayer to take part in these celebrations and remember Tyagaraja through his songs. The life and music of Tyagaraja has been subject of few television and movie films as well. The best one remains the film Tyagayya, made in 1946. Shot at the original location where Tyagaraja lived and moved around, this film has a lot of history in it. The film was a huge success all over the South. The film's greatest contribution, however, was that it prompted the formation of several Tyagaraja Sabhas. Nagayya generously donated to start the first music school named after Tyagaraja in Tiruvayyaru, besides founding Tyaga Brahma Gana Sabha in Madras. He also constructed an auditorium, Vani Mahal, which continues to function till date. So this was the legend of Sri Tyagaraja. Before I let you guys go, I would like to say 2 fun facts about Sri Tyagaraja. The government of India had actually released a postal stamp in the name of Sri Tyagaraja, with a picture of Sri Tyagaraja on it. This was decades ago. And also we are to believe that Sri Tyagaraja's music is truly universal, right? And this is in fact literally true, because a crater on the planet Mercury is actually named after Sri Tyagaraja. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned to this channel to get more and more updates and videos like this. Thank you.